Welcome to Stillworks and Brewing. My name is Randy. This is a channel that's all about home distillation and brewing. What do we got going on today? Well, it's something new for me. And if everybody's been watching my channel for a little while, I like trying new stuff. So what we're going to do today is we're going to make some hard seltzer water. I've been drinking a little bit of it here lately, my wife, and we've been really enjoying it on these hot summer days. So, let's get started and we're going to show you how it's done. There is really something very important that you can do to help this channel out. If you haven't done yet, please hit that subscribe button down there. It's very easy to do and you'd be surprised how much that helps us out. And please leave a comment and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. What you need to make your hard seltzer, you'll need 5 pounds of corn sugar, some yeast nutrient, some O5 yeast, a fining agent, and of course whatever flavoring you would like to have. In this case it is lime. So the very first thing we have to do is I'm going to use my fast fermenter and I'll put some star sand in. You want to make sure that everything is well sanitized. You just splash it around, get it in the valve. Okay, just leave it. I usually leave it in there and then I'll come back and splash it around again a couple of times. Okay, so I'll be back. Okay, so I got corn sugar here. Let me get a pair of scissors to open that up. And I'm going to put 4 pounds of corn sugar. I already put half a gallon of boiling water in the fast fermenter. Alright, so there's 2 pounds. Let me get a make sure you gotta start sanding everything. Like I said, I already started sanding my fast fermenter, so here's 2 pounds. Okay. Here's some more warm water. That should be good. So now let's get another 2 pounds of a little bit better now. Just keep adding it in, stir. Like I said, this dissolves pretty darn fast. Okay, so now we need to add in some yeast nutrient, and it's saying 1 to 1/2 teaspoons per gallon. So this is going to be 5. Oops. Okay, so I put in 7. That gives me 1 1/2 per. So let's get that all stirred in nice. So far this is about the easiest thing I've ever made. Okay, so next what we'll do is we'll add in some cool water. To get up, I'm going to get to a 5 1/2 gallon mark. So let me find that mark. Oh, right here, then. Okay, we'll get down to the 5 1/2 gallon mark. Now with this amount of cold water, it should drop the temperature down just right for the yeast. Okay, that's 5 1/2 gallons. Give it another stir. Okay. I am looking at 1.040, which that should be right just a hair above, should be 5 to 6% potential alcohol. Okay, and that's just about where I wanted. I did end up using the whole 5 pounds of corn sugar in there. We put the yeast nutrient in, gave it a couple big good stirs. You want some stir in some oxygen in there. Could be a little rough. Alright, so what we need to do next is we need to check our temperature. I'm sure it's going to be below 90. I'm looking right at 80 degrees. So I'm going to go ahead and pitch my yeast. Okay, what we are using on this is we're going to use US 5. So we'll we'll just sprinkle this on the top. Okay, so after 5 to 7 days, the activity should pretty much calm down, almost done. And then we'll add in some clarifier in there, and then we'll give it another 1 or 2 weeks, and then it'll be done, and then we'll add the flavoring. So we'll come back to all that. Okay, we'll see you in, let's say, 5 days, 5 to 7 days.
About 12 hours later.
Okay, it's been about 7 days. Our fermentation has completed itself. I got a reading of 0.999. Alright, so it is completely fermented out. So our next step is to put a fining agent into the fermenter, and then we'll let that clarify it out. Okay, so here's our fining agent. We'll pour it in here, and the directions said to give it a good stir for a while. What I'll do, I'm going to stir this for a while, probably for about 10 minutes, and then we'll let this put it back in the fermentation room. We'll let it sit there, and all the stuff will drop out and it'll clear it up. And then we'll move on to the next step of our seltzer. Okay, so it's been about 2 weeks since we put our fining agent into our seltzer. So what we do now is we're going to rack it over into a keg. I'm going to keg this. So we're going to rack it over into a keg. And then I got some all-natural beer and wine flavoring. Lime is our choice for this. Now, according to the instructions on this, it says to start out with 1 ounce per gallon. So each one of these bottles is 4 ounces. So we'll go with as the directions say. So what we'll do is we'll get our seltzer water into our keg, and I'll add about 5 ounces into that, stir it up, and we'll give it a taste. If we need to, we'll add some more. I seem to believe that we're going to probably end up using both of these. Okay, so let me go ahead and get that put it into the keg, then I'll be back. Okay, I sure can smell the alcohol in there. It's about 8%, so it's pretty powerful. Alright, so here's 4 ounces of the flavoring. So we gave that a little stir. So I got me a wine teeth here. Let me give it a little taste, see what it tastes like. I don't taste very much lime. I taste a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and use this whole one here. Give that a little stir. I smell lime. I taste lime. Ooh, that's got a good taste to it. I think, okay, so what our next step would be is I'll put it in my kegerator for overnight, let it get cold, and then I will force carbonate it just like I do beer, and then a couple days it'll be ready to drink and enjoy. So this is something a little bit different for me. I've been really enjoying seltzer water, you know, hard seltzer water, of course. So I would suggest anybody, give it a shot, give it a try if you like it. Okay. So there's only one thing left to say. Actually, two things left to say. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time.